Hello everyone and welcome to the class of Impact of 5G on EMFs. EMF limits may be barrier towards the deployment of 5G network, especially in countries where EMF limits are totally restricted. So when accessing the compliance of a 5G base station in terms of EMF limits, a key problem is the definition of suitable models to estimate the radiated power and consequently the EMF. So the time average radiated power, which is between 7% to 22% lower than the maximum theoretical one. So this is translated into the reduction of the distance from the antenna to the compliance boundary up to 60% compared to the traditional evaluation. World Health Organization and ITU have endorsed ICNIRP to develop the international EMF exposure guidelines, which have been derived from observations. These observations of the thermal effects induced by EMF on the body. So the observed effects, which include induced current and heating for frequency up to 300 megahertz, body heating from 300 megahertz to tens of gigahertz, and skin heating above tens of gigahertz. So if the EMF fields are kept below these limits, there should be no adverse effect on public health. So 5G is expected to operate on all the bands below 1 gigahertz to provide coverage in rural, suburban and urban scenarios, including IoT devices. Between 1 to 6 gigahertz to offer the mixture of coverage and capacity, and above 6 gigahertz to grant very high data rate. So in this case, we can see the distance and impact. So in this case, stringent EMF exposure limits may be reduced flexibility in network deployment, that in turn sets heavy limitations for the operators in installation of the 5G sites. Like we have second effect, which is triggered by stringent EMF limits in the presence of EMF saturation zones. The EMF limits are already saturated in the surroundings of the sites. It is not possible to install a 5G site in the same location as that of 4G. So this is the impact of 5G on EMF. Thank you.